Hey everybody, welcome to Apex Syndicates and Cryptopia. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I know the markets are completely shit. Merry Christmas. Welcome to December. But like I said, in the crypto markets, buy in fear, sell in greed, and right now, man, everybody's in fear. And I do believe this shall pass. But it's one of those sayings you have to kind of really look for the great communities, get involved in the right tokens, and make sure you buy the dips and look for strong narratives. So anyways, with no further ado, I actually want to dig into BNBPEPE. Like I said, I've been really pushing this. I love it. I think it's one of the best projects out there, especially on the Binance Smart Chain. And for memes, it's just I haven't seen anything holding up this well. So let me just show you something here, and this kind of plays into today's markets. So listen to this. This is good advice from BNBPEPE.
The competition is zero. They're just out drinking, watching sports, distracting themselves on TikTok. They're losers. All you have to do is focus on yourself. And truthfully, there are not many doers in the world. There are not many people who get up and decide to go and do something, to take action, and to do it properly and completely. Those kind of people will always end up rich.
It's true. I agree with you, BNBPEPE. And like I said, especially on these types of days, we can't control the crypto markets. All we can do is control how we react to the markets. That's the bottom line. Okay. So, you have to kind of just look at the positive, the silver lining. And, when I look at the chart here for BNBPEPE, I just want to share this with you. Check this out. So look, this is a beautiful chart. Okay, I want to show you the chart from Paul here in a second. I want to just show you the difference. Okay, and this is why I'm bullish on BNBPEPE. This is a very beautiful chart. And look at the market conditions we're in. I mean, today Bitcoin has literally dumped. What has Bitcoin dumped? Bitcoin is went from 90 some K down to I think 83K. It dumped down today. I mean, like just insane. And you can see here we had this initial kind of bit of a dump right here as Bitcoin was dumping. But look at this recovery. I mean, it went from 919,000 right here, 911,000, give or take. And we're already back up to 1 million, 1.17. I mean, fantastic recovery in these market conditions. Okay. Our token holder count is growing just like I told you it would as the market cap has changed from the 3 million to the 1.1 million here. It's a better entry for people. People have that mental barrier and they're going to be buying. And so our token holder count is growing even in these shitty markets. That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. That's all I'm going to say. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you the chart for Paul. Like I said, now I wanted to just show you the difference and why I think BNBPEPE is going to completely outperform this in the long run is because if you come over here, look at this. Paul launched on October 4th, kind of traded sideways here from, on this $1.5, $2 million market cap range. And on October 7th, went absolutely just parabolic. And look what happened. It ran all the way up here to like $123 million. And of course, I mean, absolutely dumped to shit right back down to like $22 million market cap. And since then, it's just been on a bit of a downward trend. Now, the one thing I wanted to show you is look at the token holder count. I mean, there's 21,000 holders in this project, okay? And quite a few people made some good money in this. I can guarantee you that, okay? The idea is we need to tap into this community. We really need to tap into the Paul community. And I think we will. We're going to get noticed. And as these token holders start to move over to BNBPEPE, it's just going to go parabolic. I mean, you look at the volume. I mean, it's 612K in volume in 24 hours. Insane volume. Absolutely insane volume. Sitting at a $5.6 million market cap. And it does not hold a candle to BNBPEPE. Like I said, let's just go and check out their X account. And because we can really see what it is they're posting, what they're sharing. Yeah, they're getting some good engagements. I mean, they have a big community. They've got 2,500 members. I mean, they've been out for what, 3 months. So it's expected. But look what they're posting. I mean, nothing really. Like I said, it's just lack of creativity, I would say. Lack of creativity, lack of just anything. I mean, it's blah. That's all I can say. Blah. And I know they're tapping into the Chinese market. And I think though, once BNBPEPE gets noticed, it will dwarf this. It will absolutely dwarf this. Could you imagine BNBPEPE when it has 10,000 holders? If it could just even get half the token holders that Paul has, could you imagine what that would be like? Could you imagine what that would look like? I mean, it would be insane because the token is so scarce. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, I think there's only 8 million or 7, 8, I think 8 million tokens left in the pool for BNBPEPE. So it's very, very scarce. So it's going to pump really fast, really hard. And it's one of those things that it's an opportunity. It really is. Because like I said, I want to go over here and just show you let me just go, here we go, share this. So on the BSC scan, we can see, so today trending number 1 is Creep, which is another crap coin. Absolutely, I mean, in my personal opinion, it's absolute dog shit. We have this 4, they don't even have a website, okay? And it's crazy what they're trending at. Shoot, let me go back over there. What happened? Here, this is what I wanted to show you. So this 4 is got a $26 million market cap, and they don't even have a freaking website. And they're getting $1.6 million in volume. Creep is $1.2 million in volume. It's insane. And like I said, these communities, we're going to get noticed because right here is BNBPEPE. Right here. Look at this. BNBPEPE is trending number 9th. We've got 79K in volume. And, we're at a $1.1 million market cap. And it's literally light years ahead of any of the other tokens on the Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so really, in my opinion, it's just a matter of time. I know the markets are down. There's a lot of OGs that are probably in these projects. But eventually, this is going to get noticed. It's going to move up in rank. And once it starts to move, it's going to go parabolic. There is absolutely no reason that this can't go to 20, 30, $40 million market cap, in my personal opinion. Now, it's not financial advice. Always do your own research and do your own due diligence. I'm just telling you, though, guys, gals, anybody watching, this has potential. There is no other coins on the Binance Smart Chain with this potential. And like I said, if you look at total market caps, the ranking of BNBPEPE, where it sits. So 4 is ranked number 34 out of all Binance Smart Chain coins. Creep is 38. Let's see. Paul, the one we were just looking at, is ranked number 53. And you can come on down here. And BNBPEPE is ranked number 60. 60. What is that? 60 something. Can't really see. 68. But absolutely insane. Out of all BNBPEPE tokens, it's insane. I don't get it. Like, I mean, there's no competition. And like I said, that's all I can say. There's zero competition on the Binance Smart Chain. And that's why I like this. That's why I like this token. That's why I like this project, is because there is no competition. I mean, like I said, go and look at Solana, go and look at some of the, even Ethereum. There's thousands. I mean, on Solana, there's tens of thousands, probably 20. There's probably at least 4,000 to 5,000 tokens a day launching on the pump fund. And it's just like, how do you compete with that? How do you get noticed? How do you get noticed? That's the real thing. It's not hard for BNBPEPE to get noticed. One, it's an amazing project. It's the best project meme coin on the Binance Smart Chain. It literally is the best meme coin on the Binance Smart Chain, hands down. So, and it's only competing with in market cap rank like 60 to 70 other projects. That's memes and utilities. And if you go by trending, it's only competing with anywhere from 10 to 15 other coins. If you go by trending coins, insane. So that's why I see the potential. And that's why I continue to talk about BNBPEPE, because right now I'm looking for opportunities. The markets are shit. We all know that, right? The markets are absolute crap. Let me just go over here and look at the markets here. Coin. All right, let's just take a quick look So Bitcoin, once again, has taken a big old crap. 85K. I think it dropped down to like 83 this morning. Yeah, it absolutely tanked this morning. It was depressing. I mean, so we're down 3.3% in the 7-day. Ethereum, once again, absolutely tanked, down 6.8% in the last 7 days. It's just not pretty. And even BNB, Binance, the BNB token is down 5.8%, down 8% in the last 24 hours, but down 5.8% in the last 7 days. So the overall markets suck. But, when you look at this, that chart doesn't reflect that. This chart does not reflect bad market conditions. I look at that and I see a thing of beauty. I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, a little retracement pump, a little retracement pump. I mean, we're getting ready to get that next leg up. I mean, that's what this looks like. I mean, we might trade sideways here for a little bit just because of the markets, but this thing is going to make the next leg up. It's just, in my opinion, inevitable. And it would be doing a lot better if the market conditions were better. But I think for what the market conditions are, you can't ask for a better performing coin right now. So that's my thought process, really. Let me just check and see if anybody has any comments or any questions on anything. BNBPEPE, to the moon. All right, nothing crazy, but yeah, I know the markets are down, so there's not a lot of viewers today. It's one of those things where everybody's kind of like, the crying games. They're at home in the shower, rocking, sucking their thumb, going, why me? Why me? Why me? I get it. I get it. It was hard for me to even jump on here to do the live stream. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I was sitting here and I was debating. I'm like, should I come on here and do the live stream? I'm like, the market sucks so much, but I was like, I need to do something to get my head off of everything, what's going on in the markets, right? It's just like, so, and there is opportunities. Keep that in mind, everybody. There are opportunities, and that's the reality. Buy in fear, sell in greed. And look, nobody knows what's going to really happen in the crypto space right now. There has never been a bull run like this. A lot of people say the bull run is over. A lot of people say the bull run hasn't even started. I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, I am the guy that is literally, I'm somewhere in the middle where I really feel traditional bull runs are over because of market manipulation, ETFs, BlackRock, all the institutions that are in there that are controlling it. And it's just one of those things where I don't think you can go off of history. Well, the last bull runs were like this. I don't think we can do that anymore. I think it's very uncharted, unclear as to how this bull run is going to play out. And, you have a bit of a wild card in an office in the United States, with Trump. Like him, love him, or hate him. He's doing a lot for crypto, but there's a lot of manipulation in the market, right? And that's because it's uncertain. He's passing this bill, he's passing these laws, so people think it's going to pump, and then people are playing against that. So in the overall economy, in the global economy, is a bit wonky right now as well, right? So is the bull market just going to getting extended? Is it getting pushed out? Like I said, I know if you look at the charts and the graphs, in theory, the bull run is over. If you look at the traditional charts for historically how the bull run plays out. But if you think about the average, the actual markets, like the SP and 500s, the actual stock market, how does that work? Are there 4-year cycles? No, right? The markets pump when rates get cut. The markets pump when there's good news. The markets pump, when there's certain people get elected. The markets pump when certain things happen. There are triggers that will pump the stock market. And it's not like it's a repeatable 4-year cycle in the stock market, is it? No, it's not. It's manipulated by institutions, BlackRock, governments, Fortune 500 companies. It's manipulated by big money. And unfortunately, that is where crypto is at now. Big money has entered crypto, right? And so you look at, with all the ETFs, the big money, they're dipping their toes in the water, and they're like, man, this is so easy to manipulate. And of course, that's what they're doing. They're manipulating it, and they're shaking everybody out. And I believe, my personal thoughts, that they really manipulated the charts to make it look like the bull run is over. It will shake out 90% of all the people, and then they're going to pump it when they want to pump it. They don't give two shits about any charts. They don't give any shits about the 4-year cycle or about the halving or about any of that. With the ETFs and the big money that's involved, they will pump it when they want to pump it. I can't state it any clearer than that. That's my personal thoughts. So is the bull run over? I don't think so. I think we're still going to see crazy things happening in 2026 Q1. I think so. I think that you're going to see rate cuts in the US in December. I think we're going to see rate cuts cut again heavily when they get rid of the Powell and they put the new guy in charge. I think we're going to see incredible rate cuts. And that's when I think we're going to see crypto go absolutely bananas. I think it's going to be in Q1 2026. Call me silly. I don't know. Those are just my personal thoughts. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just going with my gut. That's what my gut tells me. Maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm wrong. But there's a lot of people that kind of think like what I'm saying right now. I mean, you can look at Altcoin Daily, you can look at Crypto Banter, you can look at a lot of the other bigger, YouTubers that do a lot more news type updates. And I watch all those guys, and that's their thought process too. That's kind of their hypothesis that this is what's going to happen in the space. Who knows? Like I said, nobody knows. As much as I like to think I have a crystal ball, I don't. You know what I mean? All we can do is look at the writing on the walls, look what's out there, look what's happening, and go from there. That's all we really can do. So, and look for opportunities, because there are opportunities. With that being said, check out our Patreon, because like I said, just for example, we called Trash Coin at 120K market cap, and it ran to $15 million. That was less than 2.5-3 months ago. That was 120x in these shitty markets. Okay. So we've done a lot. We've called a lot of other 30x projects in the last few months as well, including BNBPEPE. Literally, it ran up, like I said, almost a 18x in the last week and a half to 2 weeks from our Patreon. Link is in the description below. So look, if you want to get in on the ground floor, if you want to check out, get insight into good projects that are going to move well and perform well, check that out. So even in a shitty market, gains can be made. That's all I'm saying. So you have to look for opportunities, because right now is the perfect time. This is when you want to be growing. You want to be looking for the opportunities where you can invest $1,000, make $10,000, or, invest $1,000, your coin that you went up to $10,000, pull out $5,000. You just made $4,000 profit, and you've kept a free moon bag of potentially a great project. Something like, let's say, BNBPEPE, for example. Now you've got an extra $4,000 on the side. What do? Well, you take that and you look for good long-term utility projects that you can just sit on, just DCA into Bitcoin right now. Buy some, boom, buy $1,000 in Bitcoin and just forget about it. Buy $1,000 in ADA, forget about it. Buy $1,000 in Solana and forget about it. Whatever it is you want to buy, and just sit on it for the long haul. Pick the top 10 coins and just say, I'm going to top up. And that's it. You need to forget about it. That is your retirement nest egg. And then you continue to watch channels like mine. You look for the buy alerts, you get in, you make some gains, and you rinse and you repeat, and you grow your portfolio. That's all you can do. DCA into good quality projects, whether they're up, whether they're down, I buy. Whenever I make a little extra gains, I'm just topping up, and that's my retirement fund. That's the kids' college fund. That's the generational wealth fund. Let's see what happens. I'm going to forget about that. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. And we look for the opportunities when they present themselves. So, and like I said, if you want to find those opportunities, you need to be inside of a good community. So like I said, we have a great community. We have great people. And of course, on days like today, when the markets are way down, everybody's crying in the shower, like I said, and it's a pretty quiet chat. But so when the markets are good, it's a nice, active, buzzing place. So it just depends on what's happening in the markets. So anyways, everybody, that's my thought process. That's my hypothesis on what's going on in the markets, but we shall see. So anyways, let's take a quick look here at the chart one more time. This thing's absolutely ripping, soaring, doing, I think, amazing things for these market conditions. For this thing to be up, like I said, for that much in 20, I mean, it's up 14% in the last 6 hours. I mean, that's fantastic. So 14% recovery in the last 6 hours. I mean, that is really, really good. So yes, it's down 11% in the 24 hour. I mean, that's this, because that's when, you know, the market's crashed. It's expected. But to have this 14% recovery in the last, 6 hours, that is impressive. That is incredibly impressive, in my personal opinion. All right, everybody. So anyways, if you guys are watching this, do me a big favor. Likes, comments, subscribe. Follow me on X. All of those things really help. We also have a free Telegram chat. We would love to have you over there. So BNBPEPE is the best. Roger, I agree. BNBPEPE is the best. It's the best meme coin choice right now in the markets. I totally agree with that. Cannot argue. I am hard pressed to find a better meme coin right now that's holding up, that has great potential. And like I said, and especially on the BNB chain, hands down, best token out there. So, well, everybody, I'm going to cut this one short. Not much going on. It's pretty quiet over here, but, make sure you guys give me some likes, give me some, comments, share this around with your friends, and, check out our Patreon, or just check out our X account, check out our free Telegram chat. No risk, all reward. We'd love to have you over there. So everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day. I really do. Hang on. Like I said, I know the markets are down. I know it can be depressing, but don't let it make you too depressed. It is what it is. At the end of the day, the markets are going to do what the markets do. This is something outside of our control. The only power we have as humans is how we react to a situation. Are we going to let the outside forces around us bring us down? Or are we going to say, hey, there's opportunity here? Or, hey, you know what? I'm going to focus on something else today. And that's what's happening right now. I'm sure you can see there's a lot of people that are probably focusing on other things today, going out doing things, or just not on their screens because they're focusing on other things. And that's fine. I mean, that's totally fine. That's what you should be doing. If there's something that's not resonating or doesn't feel good to you, just focus on yourself. And like I said, don't try to control outside things, because the only thing we control is what's inside of us. So that's my Zen moment for the day. So just try to, have a little inner peace. Don't worry about the markets. This shall pass, is all I'm going to say. The markets will improve, in my opinion. I think that this is just a huge, crazy shakeout from institutions. Time will tell, but that's my hypothesis. So everybody, I hope you have a great day. And like I said, please, some likes, some subscribes, and all that other good stuff. It really helps the channel. So everybody, have a great day. And don't forget to smile, get outside, enjoy life. And I hope you guys all get ready for, Christmas. I mean, we're in December, get festive, start feeling, that spirit of giving and joy and friendship. So like I said, that's what we need to focus on and look for opportunities. And like I said, BNBPEPE right now, I think, is the best opportunity in crypto. So everybody, all right, everybody, have a great day. Don't forget to smile, pick up some BNBPEPE. Pretty sure we'll see you on the moon. Take care, everybody. Don't forget to smile.